Welcome to the Morning Mayhem Show with the morning crew, Tom Lane and Mama Manny.
And your host, Jim Amato.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to March 22nd and the first day of winter. It was like 20 degrees this morning. There was frost on my car. I think it was like 70 some odd degrees just a week ago. I don't know. If you live in New England, you can just never know what to wear. You always have to bring extra clothes just so that you're prepared for whatever the weather's going to throw at you. So, and I know that seasonal flu is on its way in with all these weather changes, and can't open the windows yet to get some fresh air in. So make sure you're staying healthy out there. Do what you can. Actually, I don't know if you guys ever saw Hill Street Blues.
No.
Oh, see, I'm really dating myself. That's it's a police show from procedural from 1980s or whatnot. But he would always say at the end, like, the meeting with all the police officers before they sent them out for the day, he'd be like, "Be safe out there." That's kind of how I feel about this weather.
Be warm out there.
Be warm out there. Today is Wear Purple Day to spread the word about the word. And the class of 2027, I hope they did a good job at hometown getting all their pizzas and their 20% going in there. This is a final day of the Random Acts of Kindness Week. But just because it's the final week, the final day of the week for kindness, don't stop being kind. It's just not something you should just do for a particular amount of time. You should definitely be doing it the whole year through, every day, your whole life. Just make it something as part of what you do. Today, we're going to be picking the ambassador of kindness for each one of our advisories. So in mailboxes today, teachers will find a certificate, and you're going to select the kindest person in your advisory. Gentlemen, I hope you win.
Me too.
Wait, what?
It is Kindness Day. Hey, juniors, don't forget that it's March 25th, 26th, and 27th. Next week is going to be the Learn About the Common App College Essay and College Visits. There's going to be workshops going on to help you prepare for your student loans and your FAFSA forms and writing college essays and getting prepared for all that. It's going to be in the Media Center and hosted by Mr. Stibe. The weekend is here, so make sure that you are ready for the weekend. You'll have some time off before we get back on Monday. All right. Today, it was 1765. Today's the day. I don't know how they come up with it. Today's the day, yeah. But the British Stamp Act happened when they started taxing all the paper on the colonists and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is that what led to the Tea Party?
It was in the act that established it to be today.
Oh, all right.
So it's not like just like, hey,
here's what
stamps.
Yeah, I'm going, how do you come up with that? But is that what led to the Boston Tea Party?
It's one of many factors.
What was another factor that led to it?
It was the growing sense of the colonies as independent co-equals with back home in England, and feeling overall that after this, in particular after the 7 Years' War, that this feeling of lack of support and equalness with the rest of the realms. You have to remember at that point, the British Empire was the British Isles and the 13 colonies. There was no other British Empire. So we felt that, we should be treated as co-equals, because back in England, we had rights in Parliament and representation, and when we moved over to the colonies, we thought we should have kept that.
All right. There you go. Stamp Act. When's the last time you bought stamps?
Every Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas card time.
Christmas card time. That's it. Yeah. So that's the Stamp Act of 2024. Today is the day the first time moving pictures happen. So for those of you who love your Marvel movies, you can thank Auguste and Louis Lumiere for coming up with the motion picture for cinema.
That was Thomas Edison.
Huh?
I thought it was Thomas Edison.
No, this was the first moving picture film to a paying audience in Paris. That's an important mark in cinema, and now I actually haven't gone to the movies all that often. I think the last good movie I went to see was Godzilla -1. We were talking about it.
Last good movie or last movie?
Last movie, which happened to be a good movie. But
we just do kids' movies now.
Yeah, I went through that.
Not the same.
I went to some of them were good though.
Yeah,
some of them are good. Some of them I just fall asleep in.
I left the kids at home and I went and saw Napoleon. So
nice.
Oh,
it was okay.
Today's birthdays. Neymar is turning in what's 92. Oh my God.
Who?
Neymar, the Brazilian football player. I say football
Yes.
because it's soccer in America, but
So
football
you did
everywhere
miss,
else.
You did miss a birthday.
I did?
Yesterday.
I missed a birthday.
The oldest living nun on planet Earth turned 115, and she lives in Brazil.
All right.
So you
Maybe
missed.
Neymar knows.
You missed yesterday.
Oh,
100.
I
She
did.
turned 115.
That didn't pop up on the search when I threw that out there. Good to know. Also, birthday today is William Shatner. Anybody?
I can't
Anyone?
believe he's still alive.
I know.
Is that wrong to say out loud?
For those who don't know, that's Captain James T. Kirk from the USS Enterprise, who had a very unique way of delivering his lines.
And why exactly did he never change his name to William T. Kirk? Because I can't really name anything else he ever did.
He was on
He was that lawyer show.
the cop show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wasn't he still William T. Kirk? I mean, wasn't he still delivering everything the exact same way?
Oh, yeah.
That's
But
who
that's
he
just
is.
his style.
Exactly.
And if you've ever heard his album, it's outstanding because he and Leonard Nimoy both put out albums in the 70s. So if I
As
can
they
find
should.
any of those tracks, I will bring those in. Today is National Water Day, designed for everybody to focus on clean water throughout the world. And it is National, this could be one of my favorites, which I hope no one is celebrating it today, but Goof Off Day.
Ooh.
It's a fun-filled day where you just do things that are silly and entertaining.
I think we should celebrate today.
I think we already are. I think we celebrate it every morning for 15 minutes between 7 to 7:15 a.m. And your food of the day is the Bavarian Crepe Day.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Bavarian
Solid.
crepe.
Solid. I've not had a good crepe in forever.
No, me either. I used to make them, but they're work.
Yeah, no,
Not-
I know. Did you have the special crepe tool to
No,
did you just do
I
the
had a
roll?
long spatula, but I do
uh,
have a crepe pan that I make. Yeah. So
nice.
over the sports desk with Mama Manning, who's not here with us today, but we would be talking about basketball. Did anybody catch any of the basketball games that were going on?
No.
So you didn't see the I was going to say Oklahoma. No. Who upset Kentucky? It's a big upset.
Tennessee usually.
No,
upsets them.
Tennessee was on a tear. They just destroyed the team they played at. They were up twice as many points as the other team. But I don't know. I was waiting for today because I believe today UConn is on at 12:45. So we get underway for UConn men's basketball this afternoon. That's the sports with Mama Manning. That's all I had off the top of my head.
I was at dance all night. So, yeah.
There you go. Over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Morning. Couple top stories start today. First off, the UN will vote on a U.S. resolution declaring that an immediate ceasefire in Gaza is imperative. This comes after 3 previous resolutions have been vetoed. Russia attacks Ukrainian electrical power facility, including a major hydraulic plant. This comes on the tails of 30 some odd rockets launched into Ukraine. Congress has unveiled a $1.2 trillion plan to avert a federal shutdown, bring the budget fight to a close. Those of you not paying attention, the government is scheduled to shut down this evening because we need a budget.
They kept that kind of quiet in the news cycle, though. It wasn't
Yeah,
like they weren't screaming about it this time.
We do it all the time, and there was feelings that Johnson would eventually kind of collapse or come around to this decision, depending on which perspective you want to look at it. And it appears that, as with all of the other budgets, the speaker will be relying primarily on Democrats to get this one across the line. This Congress has been very interesting for those of you who follow politics for the fact that most of the big items coming out of Congress have been lopsided bipartisan, meaning that the minority party has given the most votes in order to advance these things. Traditionally, the majority party, when they're in power, they kind of control everything. And in this case, they're relying on the minority party to pass the budget and some of the basics to keep the government running.
A lot of people not running again for re-election or stepping
This
down.
this is one of the biggest turnover years. In fact, Representative Buck just stepped down, a Republican. His resignation takes effect today. and that was kind of a surprise. Republican leadership knew that he was going to be standing down at the end of the term. They did not anticipate him leaving midterm. So there's a number of special elections going on right now, and I want to say the Republican majority is down to 1, which it is one of the smallest majorities that we have seen in this country that I can recall. So, all right, staying in Washington, more than 100 iconic cherry trees in Washington are being cut down, including
Whoa.
Stumpy, the gnarled old cherry tree that's become a social media phenom. This year's Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington will be the last for Stumpy and more than 100 other cherry trees that will be cut down as part of a multi-year restoration of their tidal basin home.
George Washington's cutting down the trees?
Yes, he is.
Because I think that's what I heard. Washington was cutting down trees.
That's exactly what you heard. You heard it here first. All right, and helping you out a little bit, Kentucky's lost to unheralded Oklahoma. Crushes
It was
millions
Oklahoma. I was going to say Oklahoma.
of March
but
Madness brackets. Kentucky's 80-76 loss to Oakland didn't just end.
Oakland, not Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oakland didn't just end a bunch of perfect brackets. Also may have changed everyone's end of game picture.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anyone saw that coming. But if you did see that coming, you're about to win millions of dollars because you're the only one who had that game still in your bracket.
All right, 2 last stories for you. Number 1,
Well,
continuing from a
well.
story from yesterday, it is being revealed that the Never-Ending Story remake will be a multi-movie genre with possible spin-offs.
Oh,
So
they're
looking-
making a universe.
So they're attempting to create at least a trilogy of the Never-Ending Story with the opportunities for spin-off series.
we can't come up with anything new. So let's go back and do something old again,
Yeah.
but better.
Unreported is whether
Like Roadhouse. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah.
They remade Roadhouse. Why would you mess with a
So-
classic? And they made it like a Zack Snyder or a Christopher Nolan kind of Roadhouse, where Roadhouse is kind of campy. You know, Patrick Swayze, it's just a backwoods bar, whatever.
Yeah, Cowboys, you know.
Yeah. This
So-
one here, they made like dark and aggressive. And I don't know if it's going to have the same charm.
So there are rumors of, and this sent shockwaves through my house. There's rumors that there will be a reimagined 10-episode series special of the Golden Girls.
Interesting. And who's going to be in?
Yeah. The casting would be a big
Right.
issue for that.
This is big. This is big in my house. So it's being reported that it'll be on Disney Plus. And some of the characters that have been lined up so far, or some of the actors, are Tina Fey as Dorothy, Amy Poehler as Sophia, Lisa Kudrow as Rose, and Maya Rudolph as Blanche.
Huh.
So that's some of the rumor mill right now.
It's a fun crew.
In like I said, in my house, where the women I live with are obsessed with that show. That is the big news.
Huh.
All
So-
right.
There's your news.
And that's the news with Tomlin. This morning we have Mr. Murdy in with us. How's it going, sir?
Doing great today. Happy it's
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, we made it. We made it through the rain. I'm sorry. So I hear the Timber team's on its way back. I saw a couple posters around tryouts or practices. How are we going about that?
So we are going to be starting up, I think, next week. We're just waiting for a wood delivery so we can start practicing. This is going to be a big season for us. We are doubling the amount of schools that have teams.
Wow.
Nice.
So, it's been a very small, slow growth sport, but we're now up to 6. So we're very excited for that. So we will be hosting our traditional Woodland Axe Games May 9th, and then have a couple other competitions after that. So, we're going to be starting up. We are looking for, a couple people to join. No prior experience needed since no one has timber sports experience. Open to boys and girls. And we're very proud that Kelly Kerrigan, who is the other coach, she was just ranked number 8 in the world for timber sports for women.
Wow.
So,
Just overall, or was there a certain sport classification?
so it's when they look at all the events. So they look at standing block and underhand, and they do a relay with a time together. She ended up being number 8 in the world.
Wow.
So, if you want to do a different sport, throw some axes, and work with one of the best in the world, join Timber Team.
Wow.
And you're there too.
And I'm there too.
There you go.
I'm just there.
I saw you fixing something in the construction room the other day. What was that? It was a log holder. What were you making?
Yeah.
there?
So because we're having more schools join, when we do our competitions, we need more stands for events. So manufacturing kids have been making bow saw stands. This is all custom fabrication. They're doing a great job. So we're almost done with that. And really exciting, Woodland Metalworks, which is a student-led, student-run small business. We have finished our first throwing axe prototype.
All right.
I got to test it out yesterday. It throws and does well. So we will hopefully be making more of them and then selling them for the high school timber sports market and operating a real business. So that's what we've been working on. We've been making tremendous progress. It's been sort of a slow burn as I take over for manufacturing, but we're really starting to get there.
So all these new schools that are coming in, if they're looking for the equipment, the necessary equipment, they can come here to the Woodland Metals shop to actually help them outfit their program.
Yeah, we're going to be offering discounts as we get started. We're doing custom colors, and we're local, student made, support America.
All right. So where do people need to go tomorrow if they're looking for you after school? Monday. Not tomorrow. Wow.
You can always find me in 218. That's what I am. So I'm always in 218. So or just Schoology message me. Once again, we got a couple spots open, and we're always looking for new people.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on this morning. Give us a little more information on the Timber Team, and that was May 9th. We're going to be hosting. And how many schools are coming to that?
4 or 5. We're not too sure.
All right, good. So there should be quite a bunch of people running around in the lawn up there.
Oh yeah.
All right. So if you're looking for a Timber Team next Monday, they're going to be trying out or hanging out, signing up.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
We'll say Tuesday.
Yeah, sounds good.
All
right. Maybe Wednesday. We'll see how Tuesday.
We'll see how it goes.
Well, we'll see what the weather's like.
Oh
too.
yeah. If it's 40, I'm not too interested.
Yeah, it was 20 this morning. On behalf of Mama Manning, wherever she is, he's Tomlin. I'm Otto. Good morning, Woodland.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Morning Mayhem podcast. Morning Mayhem is broadcast live from Woodland Regional High School in Beacon Falls, Connecticut, each and every school day. Follow us on Spotify, Anchor FM, or wherever you find your latest podcasts. And for more information on the show, upcoming guests, and past episodes, visit our show website, morningmayhem.show.